Yes, I do, buckaroos, and how the heck are you? And I'm going to adjust that just a bit. It's a little precarious, man. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. This is my first beer and whiskey on this St. Patrick's Day. As this is actually St. Patrick's Day as I do this video. I poured an actual Guinness. I use I do have other stouts, and craft beer drinkers really like to slam on Guinness, but I got to be honest, for a lot of us, this was our first foray into a stout, and I don't think anything will replace it. It is what it is. It is a classic. Like it or not, I don't know how you can deny that. Guinness Draught Stout. This is the draft version. The very first Guinness I had was their extra stout, which is a completely different animal. Guinness Special Edition can, our legendary Guinness Draught Stout in a collectible can celebrating the famed Guinness campaigns of the 30s and 40s. And I guess that's all it says about it. 14.9 ounce can. Thought he gave me the ABV on the can, but I'm not seeing it here. Anyway, I paired it with, moving right along. Anyway, I paired it with a small bottle of the Jameson Caskmates Irish Whiskey, their Stout Edition. So this is the traditional Jameson whiskey, and then it's finished in stout casks. They also do an IPA version, and both are very interesting. Oh, what's interesting about them, if you do the stout and the IPA side by side, it's interesting. It's really hard to believe that they start with the exact same whiskey because they feel like completely different animals. Whereas the stout really takes it in a different direction. Really puts a little more meat on it, I suppose. Gives it a little more body, a little more texture. Whereas the IPA makes it a little lighter. It's very interesting. Adds some floral notes and citrus notes to it. Whereas the stout, you get these deep chocolate and fudge-like notes. That's what I get anyway. And I haven't had this for a while, so here we go. Got this bottle poured neat, as you can see. Yeah, I do. That's what I found that interesting. But when I haven't had this in quite some time, but that's what I remember. Get these deep fudge-like notes. There's hints of walnut as well. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna take a drink. Is that okay with you? Yeah. Nice. So we got the corned beef cooking. It should be about done. In fact, I sampled it just a tiny bit a little bit ago, and it is done. I'm gonna take it out, let it rest. Then I'll get the taters going. Seamus loved cold cans, so I used to I made a cold can about every year for Seamus. And then after we lost him, I didn't make it for a long time, and I finally made it over the last couple of years again. But didn't feel like doing cold canning this year. And then I saw it, a video for a champ, and I remember seeing recipes for it years ago. I said, "Oh, I'm going to try some champ this year." Very simple. Potatoes. You mash the potatoes, and then you warm up some milk or some cream, and let some green onions kind of sit in there for a little bit. Let that kind of infuse through that milk, and then you just kind of gently pour it and mash the potatoes up. So I thought I'd do some champ this year for something different. The corned beef and champ. Things being what they are at the grocery store, I was unable to procure cabbage. I'm not going to worry about it though. Got sauerkraut to go. I'll meld my Irish and German heritage together. But anyway, cheers, y'all. I got this glass a few years ago. I don't know, a couple of 3 years ago. Who can remember now? It was in that came with some Guinness draft and the glass. So I got the glass. I just bought a regular 4 pack of the Guinness, so I didn't buy the deal again. But I do love this glass. So it's perfect for pouring a Guinness. Gives you that nitro light pour. Gives you the illusion of a nitro pour. I got a beautiful head up there. So it's deep and creamy. Notes of roasted garlic, a little bit of chocolate. I'm gonna say hint of baker's chocolate, by golly. I'm gonna take it a different direction this year. Get a little pretentious on you. So just do the do the We got the corned beef, we'll do the potatoes after a while, and that'll be the main meal. Then we'll snack. May take that kraut and do some Rubens later. We'll mix a whole lot of cultures together. Definitely gonna make some hash out of the leftovers because gotta have some hash in the morning after St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, cheers, y'all. Uh, it's very easy to drink. I hesitate to use the word smooth because what you know. A lot of folks say it's too of a too simplistic of a term. I don't. I personally don't agree. I think when a lot of folks say smooth, they just mean it's just easy. It just feels good. It doesn't burn. Uh, However, yeah, I mean, it certainly is that, but it's so much more. What's beautiful about this is I love the texture that that stout cask gives this whiskey. Jameson is fine as is. Don't get me wrong, but this stout cask just adds so much to it. It rounds off any rough edges that the whiskey might have. And again, those aromas of the fudge, that walnut, really play into the flavor as well. You feel most of that, these chocolate fudge-like notes near the finish. You do get some nutty undertones as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. Hey, that's my first. That's my first, man. My first beer and whiskey on St. Patrick's Day. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, for beer with the man. All around good guy. Slush you.